don't feel like you're disabled. And I usually believe, which is the greatest aim of what we are doing, there's ability and disability. And usually say disability is not inability. So my past history defines my story. And usually I trace my origin where I usually tell myself I have found ability in my disability. Now responsibility to what defines who you are, but you are a leader. Meaning that you need to have a motivation that drives you to generate the different decisions that are existing in the world. If you want to live a perfect life, you must always have a plan. You must always set a goal that you are orienting your brain to achieve. Otherwise, without that, you cannot achieve them. Tonny Ogembo, sometimes we usually come up with things that we have to achieve within a given time frame. So I say that I'm going to run Senator 2032.
In our journey to bring you informative, educative, and entertaining stories, today we embark on the story of this amazing guest we are hosting today on our show, and I can't wait to have a conversation with him because I believe his story is going to be very interesting. And without wasting time, I'm just going to let him introduce to us himself. Now, karibu sana.
Karibu sana.
Nakaa smooth sana.
Asante, asante.
Yeah, look to that camera. Briefly introduce to us your name and what you do.
My name is Tonny Ogembo. I'm now the currently serving as the Mount Kenya University Students Association chairperson or the president as the end of the term. I'm in my third year taking a bachelor degree, that's bachelor degree in mathematics and physics option. I'm raised and born of a family in Migori County, meaning I trace my origin from Migori County. Both parents are alive, and I appreciate God. I'm the second born in a family of 6 siblings. Four ladies and 2 gents. I'm the firstborn male. I get the privilege usually to enjoy what I'm doing. That is what made me to act uniquely in everything that I am doing, always. And here I am. Thank you.
Yeah. I believe before you reach where you are right now, umekuwa na challenges and the way umekuwa ukigrow. Just briefly, just tell us a short history when umekuwa, when you grow, like till ufike place yenye umefika sasa.
My past history defines my story, and usually I trace my origin where I usually tell myself I have found ability in my disability. I was born in humble background, which had given me strength also. Back some years ago, when I was growing, I was just healthy, I can say like that. But when I was in just middle age, let's say age seven specifically, I found myself suffering from an illness. I was admitted in hospital. Later, I found myself in the surgeon rooms, and then second time, third time. When I was going for my cleanup one day, I got an accident again, making me to stay in hospital another time. That's 2010. And then when I was growing, I started having a motivation. What if I venture into this? So I started becoming more inquisitive about nature. I never did my preschool, to be sincere speaking. I joined class 1 immediately. And by 2018, I was done with my class 8. I met a Victor. When I was in primary, just to go back apart from the field of academia, I was getting chance to act as a superior of the all because they saw me knowledgeable. I was always, I can say when I had thirst for knowledge, I will ask. And that saw me leading from one club to another, field of academia, having different council leaders. I was a prefect by that time. Leading in the field of academia was also the top. I joined national school in Migori County called Tanga Boys. The leadership is continuous. I'm still a leader also. There, I was chosen to lead the students in the library category in Form 2. Just immediately proceeding from Form 1, I was taken to be a council leader. I was also making it effort to build my academia. When I was in Form 3, I was taken to the captain. At that time, part of the library, meaning I was mostly in charge of the things to do with academics. I also came up with the academic committee where we were chairing. By that time, I drafted many things so that the institution can also benefit. That's what made it also at a point to produce many A's, which many are beneficiaries. Through that, I ended up to my campus life, but I was promising myself, in any case that I'll be there, I'll always lead. Because I believe I have a strength, and the strength is within me, not from outside.
Wow. Meaning, yani, this leadership thing ilikuwa na wewe since kitambo, not now.
And for the truth, let me come to you. This I said we are our siblings, like we are 6. My brother, immediate brother, was in charge in high school. He was the president, and my sister also, who is the elder sister, was also the president, also in high school. So they gave me a challenge when I was in high school. I told myself, my brother was in primary, was the president, and I was just serving the ordinary seats. My sister also went ahead in high school, Nakuru Girls, in Nakuru, in Kisumu County. She was the president. And I told myself, what if I put this motivation that immediately I joined campus, I came up with this motivation to one day vie for the campus presidency. Regardless of the campus that I was going to join, I was going to vie.
Wow. How amazing. And now that you are in campus, there is a lot of things, right? Now that you are in campus, how is life taking you as a complete?
I believe I serve the best, or the best to myself.
Yeah.
And life in campus sometimes is challenging because you cannot always have a smooth curve in life. You must have a maintenance, sometimes valley, sometimes cliff, sometimes I can say it is coming up and down. That's life.
Yeah.
And if you are a human being making a progress, you must have ups and downs.
Yeah.
Without that, then you are not a human being. Maybe you are a statue, or you are an animal. I can say you are not a human being, in other words, or I cannot say you are not an animal because we are also animals. But my campus life, I enjoy my campus life because I always put it on board, give the best to myself. But usually, if you want to succeed in campus life, give the world the best will always come to you.
And if I may ask, when did you realize you had a passion in being a leader? Or where did the motivation came from? Is it something that you wanted to do or just found yourself doing it?
Let me draw the line. Everybody's a leader. And regardless of who you are, whether in a leadership position, let's say, for example, you are a president, you are in charge of various organizational departments, you are still a leader. And what I say that now responsibility is what defines who you are, but you are a leader. Meaning that you need to have a motivation that drives you to generate the different positions that are existing in the world.
And what are the challenges that comes with being a leader so far?
The challenge that comes with being a leader, the greatest challenge that comes with being a leader is the pressure from every person who wants you to do this and that. But when you are a leader, I know you come with responsibility out there. Sometimes everybody wants to be happy and you're a leader. But remember, when you make everybody happy, when you are a leader, you are not a leader. At least try to make somebody happy, not everybody. So that's the greatest challenge in being a leader. And also sometimes you have commitment now and then. You also need to balance between academics. You also need to balance between your personal life. But remember also when you are a leader, let's say for example in this part of events where everything now becomes public, there's nothing private. That's also a challenge. Yes.
And I've seen you have mentioned that you have disability. Yeah. What can you tell people living with disabilities? Because disabilities come up. What can you tell people living with disabilities? Because disabilities are limited a lot of people. Yeah, limited a lot of people. They don't want to come out here and live like nobody.
In fact, by the way, do you know one thing about this people with disability? When you are there, don't feel like you are disabled. And I usually believe, which is the greatest aim of what we are doing, is ability and disability. And usually say disability is not inability. So what I can tell the fellow brethren who are outside there, I can tell them, let them realize that they are not limited. They are not bounded by their disability. There's ability and disability. And that's what can make the difference. Not what they are thinking or not what somebody is thinking about them. It is you to decide what you want to do with your life. Have intrinsic ability, not extrinsic capability.
And in one of your posts, you posted that you posted in one of your posts you posted on your social media platforms, you want to hint of vying for a senatorial seat in the in some of the countries in 2032. Tell us about it.
So far, it's something that has been hitting debate all over, uh, specifically Nakuru County, the big, the big people, and some of the people from the home of origin. I usually believe that I'm not limited, and always, if you want to live a perfect life, you must always have a plan. You must always set a goal that you are orienting your brain to achieve. Otherwise, without that, you cannot achieve them. Tonny Ogembo, sometimes we usually come up with things that we are to achieve within a given time frame. So I say that I'm going to run for Senator 2032. And I think and I believe within me that I'm going to make it. I'm going to run for Senator 2032. That's a confirmation.
And what are your plans in the field of politics in the near future?
My plans is in politics in the near future, now that I'm a leader, is to mold the young, to pursue who they are, to have their desire to make the difference. Being a leader does not, if you have many followers, doesn't mean you are a leader. The greatest thing that means makes you a leader is like the people you generate to serve as leaders in various categories. That is the greatest thing that you can do. That's the greatest plan also that I have, to generate as many young generation to be leaders in various positions, not rulers.
And one of the challenges facing graduates out here is unemployment. And in the near future, you're going to graduate. What are some of the plans lying down to counter it? And what can you tell young men who are going to graduate, looking forward to employment?
I don't encourage somebody to study and then like spend your 12 or 16 or 20 years of study being in school, and then I'm telling you the work is there. Unemployment is there waiting for you. No, it's not there. And what I am telling the generations to come, that if you don't take charge of yourself, then you are going to be an employee of unemployment. meaning you will take much of your time looking for employment. I want, my plan is people to generate their own employment. In various skills, I can find you can do something better than I can do, or I can do something better than you. So that's what I try to model them, the upcoming generations, to find passion in. For example, you are doing this interview, you are finding passion in that. That's a strength. And that one can generate employment for some person who can take charge and bring the difference.
Wow. And as we wrap the show, look to that camera and talk to people watching and listening to our show.
Dear viewers, challenges are there in life, but now upon you to realize that in every challenge there is always an alternative and a spearheading future, a spearheading strength that can bring the challenge to calm situation. I cannot say that challenges cannot make you not to achieve something, but remember always that a wavy sea always makes the best sailors. But the calm seas will not have the best sailors. So what I can tell the viewers, have passion in yourself, be self-driven, be self-oriented. There are three principles about finance or about resources that I want to emphasize. The first one, you add a resource. The second one, you utilize a resource.
Yeah.
The third one, you try to modify what you have so that you can achieve a certain given objective. That's what I can leave you with. Otherwise, life is not easy. It's you to drive it.
Wow, guys, it has been an amazing interactive experience with our guest, Tonny Ogembo, who so far is holding on to the phrase that disability is not inability.
Yes.
Yeah. We as the Rashid family, we thank you. Thank you for this moment, and we wish you success in your career.
I welcome you to the next interviews.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, guys, thank you. It has been an amazing. So, what we are going to say right now is that you just subscribe there, comment, like, and share. Thank you, and peace out.